Hello and welcome back to Professor Layton in the Curious Village. We are starting the search for the golden apple. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the manor and talk to Matthew. We're just popping back and forth between the manor and the river, it seems. Hello, Matthew. Are you doing well? He was so mean to you. Back so soon, Professor. Matthew, I was wondering if you knew anything that could point us in the direction of the golden apple. Anything you know would be a great help. For example, did the Baron say anything before he passed away? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Professor, but the Master never said anything of the sort to me. I'd very much like to help you in your search, but my duties here prevent me from leaving the grounds. If only Ingrid was around to provide some assistance. I beg your pardon, sir? Ingrid? It's been years since she left, but Ingrid used to work as a servant in the mansion. She was Flora's nurse, and she often helped me with my Matthew! Yes, madam, I'll be right there. Please excuse me, sir. The lady calls. If you're curious about Ingrid, why not pay her a visit and talk to her yourself? Let's see, at this time of day I imagine she's out walking around by the general store. Please do me a favor and tell her that Matthew sends his regards. Certainly. I'll be sure to pass on your message. Thanks for all your help, Matthew. Isn't Ingrid that sweet old lady we passed by before? Indeed. We also saw her in that picture of young Flora. Come, Luke, let's go find the old girl. Off we go, then. The general store is just outside the mansion, right? We'll be there in no time. Alright. I feel like we're doing less, like, side questy puzzles and looking around town and more, you know, actually doing the... Is there something up here? There appears to be, like, a letter in this tree. But it's not letting me click it, so I guess it's not there. So... Yep, there she is. Hello, Ingrid. Oh, I should have talked to Marco first, but... whatever. Oh, goodness me, if it isn't Mr. Layabout, was it? The name's Layton, madam. That's right, Mr. Layton. What can I do for you, sir? Earlier we were talking with the butler at Reinhold Manor, and he mentioned you used to work there. We'd very much like to hear anything you might know about the Baron. Heavens me, you want to hear about the Baron? I'm afraid the only stories I have are from when I worked at the manor, and that was ages ago. That would be ideal, madam. Would you mind telling us one? All right, well, I suppose I could tell you a bit about the Baron and his former wife. The way Master Reinhold and his wife would carry on, they almost seemed to be like children. You'd never see a man so in love as Master Reinhold was. When she passed away, Flora was all the Baron had to remember her by. So he raised that little girl with all the love a child could want. The things he'd bring home for her, toys from all over the world, and teddy bears as big as yourself. He was in high spirits in those days. He really wanted to give her 2 parents' worth of affection. So where is Flora gone? Your guess is as good as mine, sir. I have no clue where that girl went. She left the mansion well after I stopped working for the Reinholds. Some say Lady Dahlia put Flora on the street to keep the family riches to herself, but that's nonsense. After all, the Baron cared about Flora so much, I can't imagine that he'd allow something like that. You know, you just reminded me. The grave of the Baron's late wife is located in the manor garden. I wonder who takes care of it now. The Baron's former wife is buried in the garden? Thank you, madam. You've been extremely helpful. Luke, let's head back to the manor. I have a hunch that the grave might hold the clue we've been looking for. We're just popping between the manor and outside. We'll talk to Marco. Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, sure is. What a dish, what a doll, what a honey. Gals like that are pretty rare, I tell you. Yep, Awesome. I'm gonna try to go this way. I don't know if they'll let me. Oh my god, they are. Oh, please don't let me. Oh, no. Because that means I can talk to all these people and they can give me side quests. Nothing good can be said about that tower. I heard it's all sorts of scary. You should stay away. Well, maybe I did everything. Oh, no. They're letting me talk to Rodney. Hello. Since you come to the town hall, I strongly advise you to follow town procedures and solve this puzzle. Okay. Alright, guys. Oh my, it looks like someone has been writing nonsense on the blackboard again. It turns out, though, that under certain conditions, these strange equations are actually correct. 8 minus 6 equals 2. 8 plus 6 also equals 2. Assuming the above to be true, what does 7 plus 6 equal? 1? See, and here's I'll explain why I think that's the answer. So, I assume that this is a world in which plus and minus do the same thing. So 8 minus 6 equals 2. And so then 8 plus 6 also equals 2 because plus and minus do the same thing. So then if you do 7 minus 6, you get 1. So then 7 plus 6 would also be 1. Yeah? Yeah. That's what my thought process is. Let's go ahead and do 1. Is that the reasoning?
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Oh. No. That wasn't the reasoning. You are correct. This puzzle is using time as a framework for the calculations. If you take 6 hours away from 8 a.m., the time becomes 2 a.m. Move forward 6 hours from 8 a.m., and the time becomes 2 p.m. Therefore, if you add 6 hours to 7 a.m., you should arrive at the answer 1 p.m. You can, of course, reverse a.m. and p.m. and still find the solution. I wasn't thinking about time. I actually didn't put time together at all. But I got it. Thank you. That will do nicely. Now please vacate the premises. I'll miss you, Rodney. You're my favorite character. Okay. Let's go see if my least favorite character is over here. Hello, little lady. Oh my god, do you think Flick has a puzzle for me? I would love if Flick had a puzzle for me. Who are you looking for this time? Want to rest for a minute and solve this puzzle? Yeah, sure. 2 corporations have put out help wanted ads. Aside from the information below, the 2 companies' offers are exactly the same. From a purely financial standpoint, which one should you work for? Company A will pay you $100,000 a year and give you a $20,000 raise yearly. Company B will pay you $50,000 every 6 months and give you a $5,000 raise every 6 months. Okay. This one's easy. Do you want to know why? So, $100,000 a year with a $20,000 raise. Okay, I don't have to explain this one. You get it, right? It only adds of $10,000. So it's the same base salary of $100,000 a year, but the company A gives you a $20,000 raise yearly, whereas company B only gives you a $10,000 raise per year. So the answer is A. What? Why is it that I earn more money with the other company? So if they pay you $50,000 and then at the end of 6 months you get paid $55,000, and then I thought because this was a 20 pick right puzzle it'd be fairly straightforward. This is like percentages. This is like that rising thing. I just don't understand, because $55,000 at the end of the first 6 months, and then you get paid another $50,000 at the end of the second 6 months to get you to a year. That'll put you at $105,000, and then you get paid another $5,000 because it's another 6 months, so you get $110,000 at the end of a year, and then Company A, $120,000 at the end of the first year. But then let's say, okay, you work for another year. So now you get paid $160,000 plus a $5,000 raise at the end of 6 months in Company B. So you get $165,000. And then you work for another 6 months. So that's another $50,000, so $165,000 plus 50 is $215,000 plus 5 is $220,000, whereas at Company A you've made $240,000. I don't understand. There are 12 months in a year, right? I'm correct about that. So 6 months would be Let's see what they say.
Answer.
Oh, with a $5,000 raise. Oh, you did it. Okay, I guess I should give you some info as a reward. You know Lady Dahlia, right? She's planning to keep the fortune to herself once it's found. Okay, but Ingrid said that wasn't true. And you've been helping her all along. Don't you feel so dumb? Let's give Layton the houseplant. So she's gonna keep the fortune to herself and I'm helping her? Did she tell me otherwise? Did she, like, at any point was like, I'm gonna give this fortune to people? Oh, this time I've really had it. I thought up this great puzzle, but I couldn't find anyone to tell it to. Ooh, okay. You have at your disposal a large number of tiles like the one shown below. If you were to take these tiles and try to make a square, what is the fewest number of tiles you'd need? To make a square? 4? Oh no, wait, I forgot. Okay, the height doesn't matter. I don't know why they're telling me how thick these tiles are. Oh wait, there's no world, so it's 1 square and you cut 2 inches from it.
Answer.
Okay, he didn't like that one. Try approaching the puzzle from a different angle and see where that takes you. Oh, that's why I need to know the depth of this thing. Because instead of you matching up 10 by 12, you match 10 by 0.5. You would need 20 tiles. You stack them on top of each other. That's it. 20 tiles. So that you get 10 by 10.
That should do it.
Yay! That's why I had the height. I knew something was off about it. Oh, come on! I was all ready to tell you the answer and everything. But no, you had to go and ruin it by answering it before I said I was okay, didn't you? Didn't you? Have you ever considered the strong possibility that you might be a jerk? Okay, before we go pop in and see Flick, let's go pop over to the theme park that we have yet to enter. Huh, it's still locked shut. Just when will this place open? I wouldn't get your hopes up. The gate's covered in dust. I don't think anyone's been here for a long time. Oh! But we still get to look around. Okay, I think that was just supposed to be like, hey, we still think about this sometimes. But I don't think there's anything here, actually. So let's go to the restaurant and talk to Flick and Crouton. Hello, Flick.
Hey, you two. You guys like chess, right? How about it? Want to sit down for a game?
I don't know anything about chess. In chess, the queen can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. See if you can place 4 queens on this 4x4 chessboard. There's a catch, though. You must arrange the pieces so that no queen blocks another's line of movement. Good thought. And then this one can move this way, and that way. Okay. I feel like I've done it. I think that's it. Yeah, I think I did it. What? Let's look at the hints. It's not like you have to solve the puzzle in a limited number of moves, so go ahead and check out all the possibilities. Here's a tip. Try arranging the pieces in a way that allows for a line of symmetry between them. I did it. This is it. Yay!
Luke, here's my answer.
It took a hint coin, but it's okay. I figured it out.
Every
I probably could have done it without a hint coin. I don't know, actually, that I should say that. Nicely played. Chess queen problems like this one have been around for over a century. This is a relatively simple variant of this type of puzzle. Consider it an introduction to the genre.
Very nice. You two are no amateurs, I see. Don't worry. Next time I'll have an even harder puzzle for you.
Let's give it to Layton. Okay, let's talk to Crouton. Good day, fellows. Did you ever track down Ramon? Indeed we did. Thank you for your assistance in the matter. Good to hear. Well, since you're here already, why not take a load off and rest for a bit? What's this? Oh my, where did I put that measuring cup? Yay! Is something the matter? I have 16 quarts of water that I need to divide into equal portions of 8 quarts apiece. The problem is my measuring cup seems to have grown feet. Can you think of a way I can use these 7 and 9 quart pitchers to divide things up? You have one 16-quart pitcher full of water, and one empty 9-quart pitcher and one empty 7-quart pitcher. Using nothing but these 3 pitchers, can you divide the water evenly so that the 16 and 9-quart pitchers are each holding exactly 8 quarts of water? Yeah. Okay, now we have to somehow divide this 2 by 1 in each of these. How do we do that? Okay, we bungled it. We were going somewhere though. And then what? We put the 6 into the 7. We put the 10 into the 9. So we have 1, 9, 6. We put the 6 into the 16. 7, 9. And then we put the 9 in here. Okay, so something has gone terribly wrong. But we were going somewhere. Let's go back. So 16 into the 9. 9 into the 7. 7 into the 16. 2 into the 7. 14 into the 9. 9 into the 2. 7 into the 5. 4 into the 7. 12 into the 9. 9 into the 4. 7 into the 10. 6 into the 7. 10 into the 9. And then what we do, 9 into the 6. And then the 7 into the 16. We did it!
That should do it.
I was at the final stages, I just messed up at the very end. But I had it. I knew the method.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Wonderful. If you shift the water back and forth long enough, you'll eventually end up with the 8 gallons in each pitcher. The shortest possible solution requires 15 moves. That's how fast I did it. Hey! Ah, genius. Now that you've done it for me, it all makes sense. I wish I had someone like you in the kitchen. Oh, I meant to mention this earlier, but I heard a rumor that the kidnapper lives in the tower. Okay. You know, I've never heard anybody say anything good about that tower. Make sure you keep clear of it. Yeah? Flower bouquet. Let's give it to Luke. I think I've done everything here. Oh, they let me out here. Is there another car puzzle? Yeah, another car puzzle.
Not even the Layton mobile could make it across the river, huh?
But of course, much as I adore the contraption, it is just a car after all. Oh, no puzzle. Let's go this way. We went that way, so let's pop into the clock tower part of town. The cat.
That cat and mouse seem to get along pretty well, don't they?
Do you think so, Luke? I would have guessed the cat was tormenting that poor mouse. But if you say the two of them are friendly, I believe you.
Of course. If it has to do with animals, leave it to me. By the way, Professor, have you heard of this one before?
Ah, Luke is giving the professor a puzzle. And it's worth 50 picarets? According to the diagram shown here, A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals 3, and D equals 4. Okay, so what does E equal? Okay, so watch. So B equals 3 because 1, 2, 3 sides border. 1, 2 sides border. 1, 2, 3 sides border here. 1, 2, 4 touch sides. So E equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think E equals 5. Oh, that was cool. Okay. Well done. The number assigned to each letter refers to the number of sections that are touching the labeled section. Yes. I got it. I knew that one.
Gosh, I was sure I'd come up with a really good puzzle, but it was still too easy, I guess. Good afternoon, mister. Hey, I'll tell you a secret if you solve this puzzle for me. It's about a girl who's about to have her birthday.
Oh. When asked about her birthday, a young woman gives the following information. The day after tomorrow I turn 22, but I was still 19 on New Year's Day last year. When is her birthday? This is what happens to me. I have a pen, and then I lose the pen. And then I don't have the pen anymore. And so I have to get a new pen, and then I lose that pen. Alright, here we go, permanent marker. 5. She was still 19. Because her birthday was 2 days from now. So her birthday was January 3rd. And that's when she turned 21. And so now January 1st, her birthday's January 3rd.
Wait.
Oh.
I felt so confident about that.
How embarrassing.
How is she turning 22 in 2 days? I was like, why is this a 60 picker puzzle? I'm getting better at this. I'm not as bad as I thought I was. And then this puzzle comes in and humbles me. If her birthday is December 31st, and then on 12/31 she turned 20, should I ask for a hint? I'm starting to feel at a loss. I'm gonna get a hint. The first thing you should do is determine what day this exchange is taking place. The woman says she's turning 22 in 2 days, so right now she must be 21. What if it's taking place on 12/31? Yeah, on January 2nd, 2025, she turns 20, and then on January 2nd, 2026, she turns 21. But we're gonna go with January 2nd. It would suck if I was off by 1 day.
Oh.
I was off by 1 day. That's right, her birthday is on January 2nd. Your conversation with her must have taken place on December 31st. As you can see on the chart above, the woman was 19 on New Year's Day last year, and she turned 20 the next day. This year she turned 21, and in 2 days after the New Year starts, she'll turn 22. Awesome.
Wow, you're smart. Okay, come close so I can tell you my secret. I heard that all the people who get kidnapped feel a little sick right before they get taken.
Why do you know so much?
I bet the monster that lives up in the tower feeds its victims super gross food before it pounces. Oh, I bet it's like hamburger ice cream with butterscotch and a mayonnaise swirl. Ugh. Or maybe he just picks the weakest bunch to snatch. I just don't get why he needs all those people.
He's powering his girlfriend. I don't know. The cafe is only open at night. No, never mind. It's actually open right now. There's nobody here, though. But there's gotta be a reason why they would let me enter this place. Why am I allowed in here right now? Maybe if I hadn't have done the puzzle earlier, I would do it right now. This one that was right here, but because I did it, it's not there anymore. Yeah, I think that might be the reason, because there's nothing in here. Do you think Prosciutto's still around? I miss that guy. Oh, there's another piece of paper on the ground.
Professor, there's something on the ground here.
You're right. It appears to be a scrap of paper. Will you check if anything's written on it?
Sure thing. Let's see here. The boss complimented my latest model today. He's a good guy and he's given me a new sense of purpose. I'm sure this is my true calling. I want to perfect my skills so I can repay the man for his generosity. This sounds a great deal like a journal entry, doesn't it? Judging by how the writer uses the term, the boss, I imagine he was under the employ of the Baron. I've constructed models to fit every situation, just like the boss asked me to. I got a smile when I see how interested he is in them. That's the end of the entry. Do you suppose this person made some sort of models for a living? Like human robots? And then implanted them with like the soul of the person? Oh my gosh. Hey, Prosciutto. Okay, let's chat. Yo, Professor, did you find what you were after? Never mind that. I got something more important to talk about. Namely, chocolate. Help me solve this puzzle and I'll tell you something I bet you'll find very interesting.
Ah, you have a hankering for chocolate, so you buy a huge sheet of 30 chocolate squares. The sheet is 5 squares long by 6 squares wide. You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between squares, and you aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Keeping those rules in mind, what is the fewest number of times you'll need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares? These math ones, these rectangles, I don't understand them. I'm just gonna try 30. Darn.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Okay. My chocolate will end up in 30 separate pieces. Think about how my chocolate will end up and start there. Okay, so I have 30 separate chocolate squares. Which means that I have to break one chocolate from 2. So I had to break 2 from 3. So 29.
Sir.
Yay! I knew it. I got it. I figured it out.
Puzzle solved.
And we reached 2,000 picarits. 2,000 picarits. 2,000 picarits. 2,000 picarits. 2,000 picarits. That's the 2,000 picarits song.
Now it makes sense. Okay, now about that hot info I promised.
If you want to experience the best dining in St. Messere, you've got to check out Crouton's restaurant. Everything he makes is yummy. Don't even get me started on the stews. You have to try it yourself. Let's give Layton the world map. Okay, hello. Giuseppe. Oh, a customer. Welcome, welcome. I have some great deals on sausage today, and my skirt steak will make any plate into a fashion plate. Haha. Sorry to disappoint you, sir, but we didn't come here to shop. Oh, and here I was thinking I was going to reel in a big sale. You've got a hungry look about you, you know. Well, if I can't interest you with any of my fine meat products, can I at least tempt you with a puzzle? Yeah, man. 100%. What am I supposed to do with the pickers if not to buy this guy's skirt steak? Somebody ate the butcher's sausages. Here's what these 4 boys have to say. B ate the sausages. D ate them all up. I didn't eat them. No way. B's totally lying. Only one of these rascals is telling the truth, and all the others are, needless to say, lying. Can you figure out who ate the sausages? Either B or D have to be the truth tellers. If I pick one, do I only get one pick? Because the last one, it was like 2 people ate your fish or whatever, which felt like cheating to me. Either C or D ate the sausages. Let's go with D. Okay, we'll go with C next. Yeah. Hey, you're pretty good at this. As a bonus for solving my puzzle, I'll throw in some gossip I heard. Word is that somebody lives in that dark, grimy tower. You'd have to be one odd duck to want to live in that old moldy wreck of a place. We're gonna go to the grave now, I think. I think we've adequately explored. Oh, look at Matthew! Oh look, it's Matthew! Good day, Professor. Were you able to track down Ingrid? Yes, we did. In fact, we were just speaking with her. I mean no disrespect, but she said the grave of the Baron's late wife lies on these grounds. Do you have any knowledge of this? Lady Violet's grave, sir? I was just about to visit it myself. Would you mind if we came along to take a look? Not in the slightest. Right this way. Oh. Here's the entrance, sirs. Please watch your step on the way in. This is Lady Violet's grave. Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all. The late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order, and I have tried to do so. Here sleeps Violet, my one true love. This statue looks so much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe it's someone else. Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Violet used to take her to the park in town. Some of the flowers in the garden grew from the ones Flora planted here for her mother. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's journal. It should still be on the desk in Madame's room. It's possible that it might contain some information that could aid your search for the golden apple. My thanks, Matthew. I'll be sure to give it a once-over later. Now then, Luke, we'd best head back to Reinhold Manor. How nice. Find the journal in Lady Dahlia's room. There it is. This must be the journal that Matthew spoke of. I have to admit, he seems to know where everything in the manor is. There's something about reading someone else's journal that just doesn't seem proper to me. However, the investigation must continue, so... He's like nosy. The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive. What do you suppose it refers to? Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Violet's grave than anywhere else. I'm telling you, Lady Dahlia is a robotic model clone of Lady Violet. I'm sad to say I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its memory. I felt terrible for forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You were my first, my last, and my only.
changed its memory? I'm not sure what the Baron means, but this is clearly vital information here. I collapsed some days ago, and have been bedridden ever since. I feel as if I have failed Flora as a father. I can only hope that when I am gone, the people of the village will look after Flora and care for her as I did. He must have been terribly ill. It seems I am not long for this world, and the time has come for me to say goodbye to my little Flora. I've left everything in Bruno's care now, Flora. I pray you will find happiness in this life. I've disclosed the location of the secret place in a note that I've left with an old friend. It is my most fervent hope that the seeker of the golden apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. Professor! Baron Reinhold's old friend. We must seek out this person, Luke. But, Professor, how can we possibly find the person with nothing but this journal to go on? It's like I always say, Luke. Any good investigation starts on the street. We'll just have to ask everyone in town about the matter. What? I mean, of course, you're absolutely right, Professor. Let's get to it. Of course, any good investigation also needs direction. Let's start out by asking Ingrid a few questions. She seems to know a great deal about Baron Reinhold. Oh, everybody's here. Hello. Oh, Professor, you just simply have to help me. I've got another puzzle on my hands that I just can't solve. As a man of the world, you know there's nothing women find more alluring than competence. I'm counting on you, sir. Don't doom me to an eternal bachelorhood. The cross shape on the pinboard has 9 pins inside it and 16 outside it. Remember that example, because now it's your turn to construct a shape on the board. Can you create a cross that has 17 pins inside it and 16 outside it? Feel free to make your cross any size you like. Subtract the 16 pins on the outside and the 17. Oh! I got it. It's like that. I got it. Yeah, sorry. But I got it. I figured it out. I only needed the one hint.
Here's my answer.
That's right. This puzzle is a cinch once you figure out that the crisscross needs to be placed diagonally on the board. And that's the end of that. Thanks, old boy. With this puzzle solved, I fear I've drawn one step closer to the altar. Hello, Lady Dahlia. Oh, Professor, how fortunate that you're here at a time like this. I have a favor to ask of you. Please, madam, ask away. I'm happy to come to your aid in any way that I can. Thank you, Professor. Could you solve this puzzle for me? Though I'm not feeling up to the challenge, it won't solve itself. A father and son are having a conversation. The father turns to the son and says, "You know, son, there was a time when your old man was twice the age of your mother. Of course, the next year I was only 1.5 times her age. But still, that's pretty amazing, eh? If the father is 44 years old, how old is the mother?" 43. It was asking me for the age of the mother, right? Yeah. Sorry. That's right. The mother is 43 years old. When the boy's father was 2 years old, his mother was 1. The next year he turned 3 and she turned 2. When you realize that this is the only combination of ages that yield the ratios mentioned in the problem, everything starts to make sense. Chelm, how you doing? Mr. Layton, you have some skill at solving puzzles, yes? I once cracked a case by solving a puzzle left behind on a note I found at the hidden crime scene. Hidden at the crime scene. Let's see how you fare against it. A detective who was mere days from cracking an international smuggling ring has suddenly gone missing. While inspecting his last known location, you find a note. The note appears to be nothing more than a series of numbers, but your gut instinct tells you that this note will reveal the name of the crime kingpin. Currently, there are 3 suspects in the case: Bill, John, and Todd. Can you break the detective's code and find the criminal's name? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can do that. Easy. No sweat. I'm better than Chelmy, that's for sure. Alright. I don't know. So, let's start for a moment about letters of the alphabet, right? That's obvious, though, but we'll start there. Because none of these numbers appear to go above the threshold of numbers. So, 7. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So, G, A, Okay, see that 0 is not good. So let's scratch that idea. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sevens. There are 1, 2, 3 ones. There's 2 zeros. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fives. There is 1 4. And there were 2 nines. So that gives us the number 5, 3, 2, 5, 1. A, B, C, D, E, C, B, E, A, B. Alright, that's nonsense. Oh, Bill is boss. It's upside down. Bill is boss. He sells oil? Bill is boss, he sells oil? Yay! Impressive, Mr. Layton. It seems the rumors touting your skill weren't totally unfounded. But don't go getting any ideas. Do the smart thing and leave the detective work to me. In the meantime, you can occupy yourself by searching for the golden apple. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to do, I guess. Alright, bye, the scariest 3 people I've ever seen in my life. Oh, she's here.
Oh, look who it is. Professor Lady, was it? Ladle?
The name's Layton, madam.
Oh, that's right, Professor Layton. All that talking about the mansion we did last time got me reminiscing, so I decided to stop by for a visit. But enough about me. By the look on your face, it seems you have something you want to ask me. As a matter of fact, I do. Do you happen to know who Baron Reinhold considered his close friends? His friends, you say? Well, he wasn't exactly what you'd call a social butterfly. I'm sorry, that's really all I knew of his friends. Oh, wait a moment. I do believe I saw that Zapponi fellow pay a visit to the mansion a few times. Professor, could she be referring to the man we met? Ah, yes, that gentleman with the fancy little mustache. We should ask if he knows anything. I would wager he's still hanging about the fork in the road just beyond that clock tower. Okay. Will everybody have new puzzles for me? Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous. Yo! Calm down. Maybe I will just get to, like, do the rest of the storyline without having to stop for random puzzles, because I did them already. What do we think about that? I think we're good. Nothing good can be said. Oh my gosh. I just get to go ahead and do the rest of the chapter. I think we're good. I think we just go straight to Zapponi. And if, I miss a puzzle, it's okay. They'll be at the shack. Might as well make use. Let's talk to the girl real quick, but I don't think she's gonna have anything to say. Oh, she does have a puzzle. Hey, mister. It's good to see you again. See, I'm totally stuck here, yeah? I could really use your help. My friend told me this puzzle the other day, and I just can't solve the thing. Can you help me? Well, maybe it's just like the people inside the clock tower that have puzzles. The chocolate code. On Valentine's Day, your gadget-loving technophile girlfriend gave you the most unusual slab of chocolate. While the jumble of letters looks like nonsense, if you manage to decode the letters written on the chocolate, a message from your sweetheart will appear. What is she trying to tell you? Is this an anagram with a letter missing? 2 words. 2 words. They say she's a gadget lover. There are little bites taken out of my chocolate. I'm gonna get a hint coin just because I have genuinely no idea. It's rather surprising that your girlfriend would leave you a message via chocolate. It's usually more her style to contact you via digital means. Okay, yeah, I got that part. I understand that she's a technophile. So this is like it means something? Like, green, great, event, to know you, great event. See you. I have no idea. I'm gonna get another hit. I just have no idea. I'm looking at it. I don't know. A self-professed gadget fiend, on more than one occasion, she has suffered from the uniquely modern condition of texting thumb. Okay. Yes, I understand. Gadget. Get something chocolate, maybe. I don't know.
Let me get my phone out. Okay. I'm texting. I guess I'm getting the letters wrong, right? I'm messing up. Oh, so I typed in GECY and it auto-corrected to text me. So the message could be text me? Yay! That was fun. Oh, is this all you had to do to figure it out? Why didn't I think of that? Can you keep a secret? Don't tell Adria you told me the answer, okay? Thanks, mister. Okay, so Pony, give me a moment. Because there's apparently a... Oh, see, there's Gerard. And I'm sure he has a puzzle. Let's see if Prosciutto has a puzzle. Crouton makes chow that's out of this world. I could eat this place every day and not get sick of it. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad that you have something. Hello, Gerard. If you're looking for Zapponi, you could probably find him loafing about the fork in the road. Oh. You don't have a puzzle for me to solve? You sure I can't interest you in a nice cup of veal? It's a veal deal. Haha. He's so cute. I love Giuseppe. I hope he becomes plot relevant. Actually, I hope he doesn't become plot relevant because that just means that something sad has happened. Hello, Zapponi. Close friends of the Baron. It's true, I had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times. Mr. Zapponi, you didn't happen to be good friends with the Baron, did you? Me? No, I was nothing of the sort. Can you think of anyone at all who was close to Baron Reinhold? No, I don't really know him. Well, there was that one possibility. No, wait, never mind, I'm not sure. I guess Zapponi can't really tell us much of anything. Yes, I'm afraid he was no help at all. I suppose that means we're back where we started. But at least we can be sure that this close friend we're after is a resident of St. Mystere. We mustn't give up, Luke. Let's continue to ask around. Are you joking me right now? Okay, let's hop into the cafe, see if anybody's in here. No, nobody's in here. I think Zapponi was purposefully no help. I think he's trying to steal the golden apple for himself. Not being a member of high society myself, I've never so much as had a conversation with Baron Reinhold. Now, Sonny, as much as I'd like to keep chatting, I'm awfully tired. Oh no, Gerard! Don't be so tired! I think I need to go lie down. Are you feeling unwell, sir? I'm just plumb exhausted lately. It's that awful noise coming from the tower, you see. It's gotten so loud I can't sleep a wink at night. Do you know what's causing the noise? It's just a rumor, but I hear that every time that sound rips through St. Mystere, someone disappears. They say the ones who go missing are people who have been talking about feeling tired. But those who disappear are back before you know it, so it's probably just a load of poppycock. Whenever the noise sounds, someone disappears. Interesting. Do you think the peculiar sound has anything to do with that strange old man who abducted Ramon? It's certainly a possibility, isn't it? But why would he release his victims after going through the trouble of kidnapping them? Because he doesn't release them. He replaces them with a model. Let's see what Prosciutto says. Ah, he loves that crouton place. Okay, Giuseppe, you got anything for me? Uh-oh. Yo there. Yes, you. Do you mean me, good sir? Yes, you. This flower vase is yours, right? I've been keeping it nice and safe for you. No. That does not belong to me. But I'll take it. Who is that in the corner? I've never seen anyone just forget something like this while shopping. You're a space case. Haha. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never seen this vase before in my life. What? This fancy vase doesn't belong to you? So why'd that guy tell me to give this to you? Huh? What did this man look like? Well, my hat has a way of obscuring certain details from me. It's the worst, I tell you. Haha! But back to the issue at hand. The mystery man wasn't a regular around here, that's for sure. This is the guy who, at the first episode, crashed his car or something. He, was like, I'm here to mess with Professor Layton. That's that guy coming back. Don't sweat it, though. I'll just give it back to the guy the next time I see him. So, speaking of flower vases, I know a puzzle I bet you'll like. It's not a hard one or anything, but it's the least I can do for bothering you about the vase. Oh, how kind. Someone knocked over this fabulous vase and shattered it. Fit the pieces together and restore the vase to its original shape. There's one catch, though. Mixed in with the pieces is a single piece from a different vase. Okay, well, that very clearly goes there. That very clearly goes there. This very clearly goes there. This very clearly goes there. This very clearly goes... Nope. This very clearly goes here. That very clearly goes here. This very clearly goes here. This very clearly goes there. This very clearly... No. Okay. There. Yay! You've got a good head on your shoulders. I'm impressed. By the way, you sure you don't want to take some fresh sausage home with you? He is really selling this. Believe me, there are some links you don't want to be missing. No, thank you. We're just fine. Too bad. Not to bust your chops or anything, but that deal was a one-time offer. Maybe you'd have said yes if you knew what was at stake. I think we're done here, Luke. I couldn't agree more, Professor. I love that guy. And I don't want him to become plot relevant. Don't yawn. If he's like tired, then it's over. He's gone. Oh, what is this? What kind of lout just throws trash on the ground? I'm going to pick it up. It's an old newspaper. Honestly, you'd think that everyone would know that trash goes in the Wait a second. You have to come take a look at this article. Well, would you look at that? It seems to be Inspector Chelmy. Ha! Look at that. Chelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chelmy celebrates each successful case with his favorite treat, his wife's sweet potato fritters. Wow, who saw that one coming? He's so gruff that I never imagined he had a soft spot like that. Just look at the old grump grinning over his plate of sweet potato fritters. I knew he was fussing over nothing when he said he hated sweets back at Reinhold Manor. That's right, Luke. He did say that. How very curious. Oh! Okay, so either... I was thinking about this. That maybe the guy that was messing with us, the guy that appeared in town to mess with us, in the first episode, that he was Inspector Chelmy. Or he was disguised as Inspector Chelmy. So that's interesting. The Inspector Chelmy is not the Inspector Chelmy that we think he is. Which could also mean that he is replaced. That he disappeared and has been replaced. I don't know about that, though. So is it true what I'm hearing about the two of you? Are you really running about town in search of the Reinhold fortune? That's correct, sir. Currently, we're in search of a close friend of Baron Reinhold's. We believe he has entrusted his friend with an important note. Gracious, that's quite a search you have in your hands. Oh, excuse me, my name's Archibald. The Baron and I were great friends, thick as thieves. We used to have the most amazing conversations late into the night. Do you think that perhaps I'm the one you're searching for? Yes, I think so. What luck that after all this searching we should bump into you in a place like this. I have one question. Do you recall ever receiving a small note or written message from the Baron? No, I don't remember ever receiving anything of the sort from Gus. But he did give me a fine desk that once belonged to him. It's at home. Maybe it holds some kind of clue. The Baron's desk, you say? Excellent. Would you like to come over to my house and take a look at it? You are most gracious. If you'd be kind enough to allow us to look at it, we would be very grateful. I'm sure Gus wouldn't mind two fine puzzle lovers such as yourself looking over his desk. Actually, let me impart a few pearls of wisdom on you while I've got your attention. Focusing on your case is all well and good, but if you don't solve some puzzles, you'll be sorry later. So make an effort to find puzzles around town and just solve the ones you can. Take it from this old-timer. It's good to stop and solve the puzzles sometimes. Alright, I'll get off my high horse now. Let's head on over to my house. Follow me. I think that was another one of those puzzle, like you had to reach a certain puzzle threshold. This is Gus's old desk. Take all the time you need to examine it. Splendid. Luke, let's get right into it. His house is so beautiful, I love this chandelier. All these books look very long. What lovely craftsmanship. This letter appears to have been left unfinished. Oh.
It seems to be a note. It may point us in the direction of the golden apple. What do you make of this X? I'm afraid I just don't know at the moment. Chapter 5! The hunt begins. It's finally time to search for the golden apple, explore St. Monsieur for clues. It's been solved. Good work. Good work. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just received a call for you from the innkeeper, Beatrice. It seems she's concerned about one of her lodgers, and she'd like your thoughts on the problem. Well, we'd best go help her. Thank you, Archibald. Now off to the inn we go, Luke. Alright, well, we'll talk to Beatrice, figure out what her issue with her lodger is in the next episode. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!